Hayley Williams is back and releasing music in a unique way. She's releasing music under her own solo career, and the music is being sent to people who buy products from her hair dye company, The Good Dye Young. And in order to get this new music, you have to buy something from her company, and then you're sent a link that takes you to a website that's very much looking like it's from Windows 95. You log in with the password, and you see a desktop with icons and the 17 songs that you can listen to. This is a trend I think that is going to start catching on, and I think Hayley is one of the first major artists to say this is how it's going to be going forward. So let's talk about what Hayley's doing and why it's important in the music industry and for artists going forward. So Hayley, of course, is an established artist, and it's not that hard for her to say, buy this and you get this. Most people will respond because they love her music, they love her in Paramore, and they want to hear new stuff from her. So to buy a hair dye or shampoo or whatever from her is kind of like a no-brainer just to get new music, especially because this music is exclusive. I have no idea if this is going to be on Spotify or other streaming services in the future. It could be it's just here for a while until Hayley releases a larger drop. Now, why is that important? Well, Hayley is cutting through all the noise in social media and creating her own audience, and in a sense, creating her own platform. When you go to a streaming service, all the music's already there. You might get distracted, you might listen to one or two songs, and then you just listen to something else. But when it's on her platform and she's bringing people to her, everyone's going to stay right there dialed into her music. So she's cutting through a lot of noise that just is there in social media and larger platforms, and she's bringing the audience in one place to say, we're going to talk about me and my music. And this is super powerful. And this may have been like a bigger thing when it came to like social media, like bringing people together through like newsletters or things that was just for you. But when it comes to music now, with a whole bunch of AI generated music being on streaming services, this is kind of like the newsletter concept, but for musicians. Just trying to get people to go to one place, just listen to your music, to not have these distractions and lower quality music hanging around so that they just focus on you. And this is what I think a lot of larger musicians are going to try to focus on in the future, because there's not a lot of point in saying, let's be on a platform where other people can go listen to other musicians when you want them to listen to you. Now, that's not a very good team mindset, but at the end of the day, if streaming isn't really paying the bills, it's like, well, why would I put my music out there for that? I'd rather just bring people to my platform. Maybe they can listen to it for free or have an exclusive way where they have to buy something to listen to it. And then maybe this is going to translate into the future into physical media sales. Now, it's not translating right now for Hayley into a physical media sale like a CD or a vinyl, but people are buying her hair dye and then they're listening to her music. So she's connecting some of her footprints in other industries back to her music and using that to boost sales in one way or the other. So going forward, that also could be a pathway for musicians to say, buy this one brand that I'm a part of or have ownership in, and then you get something exclusive in music or a chance to see me in concert or whatever. Future, I bet Hayley will probably just drop a physical exclusive release of this album. And that could be a vinyl, that could be a CD. It will probably be very limited edition and only available to buy in a specific store that's willing to take a partnership with her. Could be something like Hot Topic. I doubt it'll be Target. Taylor Swift has kind of done like an exclusive physical drop thing with Target, so I doubt it'll be them. But there's the possibility for her to continue to make this exclusive. And I think that's what's really driving people to this website, is the fact not many people can buy the hair dye. There's only 2,000 units that will allow you to get a password to this website to listen to the music. Now, the music itself, I haven't had a chance to listen to. I haven't been able to come across a password, and I'm not really interested in buying hair dye. But the idea that this is kind of like a 90s themed website is also super fun and a very nostalgic idea for me to kind of have that throwback to when I was a kid and would be on the computer. So I think Hayley just like hit this out of the park when it comes to marketing, to execution, because even if you're not a fan of her music, you're seeing what's happening and you're probably liking it. And again, I think this is going to be a solid template for other musicians going forward of how do I get rid of the social media aspect and how do I get rid of the streaming aspect to get my music directly to my fans. Both these kind of platforms were made when we only had like physical media and less digital interactions, and they were made to kind of bring us together and to share content with each other and be able to reach a larger audience. But now that AI is kind of coming to the picture and it's kind of making a lot of stuff that distance us from the humans actually using these platforms or distance us from humans actually making music for those platforms. It's kind of like, why do we want to put more stuff out there and be associated with this AI stuff or have that AI be a distraction from the people we actually want to connect with? So I think Hayley is thinking long term with this, and I think people that follow this template are also going to be on a solid long term path. But what do you guys think? Do you think this was a solid marketing strategy, or do you think that Hayley should have just dropped this album on streaming or announced more stuff through social media or just made it more widely available? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.